Let's go live. Okay, I'm live on Instagram. Now we're live on all the other channels. I'm going to go relatively fast at this. If you haven't noticed, I'm a fast talker. That's just because I also know that as a mom, a very busy mom who runs a business, does it all basically, I also know that you, like me, don't have time to listen to me keep talking and going slow and being able to have the time to talk and be slow with lives. It drives me nuts when I hear people talk so slow on some of these lives. It's like, get to the point already. So what I'm going to get to the point today, right now, actually, is the last segment of the part 3 of 3 for the scarcity poor mindset versus the rich abundant mindset. Now, today, what it is I'm giving you some of the tools that I use personally or have used to help me become more successful, because ultimately that's how I've learned everything of what the people that I see that I want to be like, what they're doing, and then I can duplicate that at home, because it is very duplicatable what a lot of these people that I know that I'm meant to work with are doing. So, like I said, all my information, a lot of it, not all of it, a good portion of it comes from the trash man to the cash man, how anyone can get rich starting from anywhere, from Myron Golden. You can still get his information on YouTube, which I am going to be posting that link for YouTube, depending upon where this all streams. I'll have to go in and add the links, of course, for Myron's Bible Success Secrets. It does work when you follow it. And again, I want to put this out there for all of these things I'm about to show you, is that it only works when you do consistent action taking of the materials that I'm about to present. That's the only way anything works in life. It's kind of like people think hypnosis is a one and done. No, it is not. Working on your mind is a lifelong process. That's why you have a heartbeat. The day your heartbeat stops, that's why they call it flatlining. That's the day your healing, your life journey is done. Until then, you keep moving with the rhythm and the flow of the heartbeat. And then plus, if you ever notice, it takes 9 months to have a baby. It takes time to learn how to walk. It takes time to learn how to crawl. It even takes nature time to switch from one season, like summer, to fall to winter. Even Mother Nature takes time to move to the next season in life. And everybody wants a quick woohoo fix. You want your quick fixes, you can stick to your current prescription bottles or alcohol bottles, you choose it. I'm just saying. This is not an easy, quick, get-rich scheme. Those don't exist. If you find one, let me know, because I could hit you up for a get-rich-quick scheme. As far as I know, they don't exist. Anyways, we've got the Science of Getting Rich. This is the original retro first edition that I have. And this is written by Wallace D. Wattles. Again, that's the Science of Getting Rich, where he talks about how you've got to change your mind. You have to change the programming between your ears in order to change your life. If you can't control your own emotions, which you do have 100% control over, you will never have that which you desire. So this is a great way, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, to start changing that program that's running between your ears if you don't want to go the route of hiring an accountability coach or having some sort of coach, mentor, hypnotherapist. I do all of that in your life. Okay. So this is one of the cheap routes for all the cheapies out there that are working on shifting from scarcity, poor me mindset to the rich, abundant mindset. Another one is the Think and Grow Rich. That is by Napoleon Hill. He also has the Laws of Success. I don't have that one in here because I haven't read it through. But this Think and Grow Rich. Now, there are some people who do not grasp the concept of Think and Grow Rich, but it is still highly relevant in today's society over 80 years later from the time the book was wrote. It's still very relevant. If you study this, and I'm not talking just, there's a very old saying that a man's wife may either make him or break him. You're just reading the book, yeah, it won't work for you. But if you're actually studying the book, He gives you principles. Like one is the 30 major causes of failure. There's even a chapter on sex mutation. There's even a chapter on autosuggestion, aka hypnosis for everybody. Because what we tell ourselves, we become. We 100% will always become what we tell ourselves. So if you tell yourself that you are stupid, your mind will gladly point out all the times you've ever been stupid. I'm just saying it's 100% true. Your feelings mind is your subconscious mind that runs 95% of everything you do in life. The only way to change it is through having a certified hypnotherapist like myself who has earned their diploma in hypnotherapy to get you the results that you're looking for. Otherwise, you can just keep doing what you've been doing. Stay in that scarcity, poor mindset. Okay? So in this Think and Grow Rich, you're going to want to read it, take notes, reread it, study it, take notes, do what it says in order to have riches. Think and Grow Rich has made the most millionaires out of any other book. Bob Proctor built his entire business on this one book, Think and Grow Rich. Now, another tool that I use that is exclusive to somebody who only attended the greatest hypnotherapy college of all time, the only accredited college of hypnotherapy, HMI, Hypnosis Motivation Institute, where I earned my director's award in April of 2019, is the Mental Bank. Now, the Mental Bank, there is a book for it. There's also a DVD. You can look it up on YouTube as well. But this little handy dandy, the Mental Bank Ledger, they do have an online version. I do not recommend that because anytime you write, it's a direct link to your feelings mind. The part of your mind, like I just said, that runs the whole show of how you do everything in life. Yeah. The Mental Bank Ledger helps with that. What you do is you pay yourself. This is mine that I'm showing right now. So in the Mental Bank Ledger, you're going to write your mental bank goal, the value event. You're going to pay yourself for things that you did today. Like, for example, I pay myself every time I do a social media post, every time I do a Facebook Live or lives in general. I pay myself for that because that's working towards my goal of having more clients come in, helping more people. So I'm going to write that down. Now, the mental bank balance, I'm going to write that at the end. And then I'm going to write my happenings. What did I do throughout the day that I did that says, you know what, this was a great action that I took towards growing my business? Facebook Lives. I did a 3-part series on scarcity poor mindset versus the rich abundant mindset. I've paid myself the last 3 days for that, and I put it in my mental bank happenings. And then my mental bank affirmation. That is going to be something that may be tricky for some people because unless you know how you speak to yourself, because we don't speak like me, I'm a physical. So when I get any type of emotion, I feel it right away in my body. But if you're an emotional, you don't feel it right away in your body. Your body needs time to kind of think about it. And so if you know how to talk to yourself in that way, then that makes it easier to know how to do your affirmation because they don't work for everybody. Not everybody's a one size fit all, hence why they've got different prescription bottles. That's why I've always said, choose your different bottle that you want to numb your pain away with. Choose your drug of choice, how you want to numb that pain away, because people that don't want to work on themselves generally go numb it instead. I'm just saying the truth. There's even shopaholics for a reason. They need to come up with Shopaholics Anonymous. But the mental bank is a huge, huge help. This is the biggest help over any other thing that I have done outside of exercise. And the other help that I got was using this 12-week year. So the 12-week year field guide and the 12-week year book. The book and the field guide are both by Brian P. Moran and Michael Lennington. Both of these have helped me drastically in life. They are literally accountability right here to make sure that you get more done than most people get done in their entire life in 12 weeks. In my case, I have gotten more done in my business using the 12-week years, this 12-week year, than I ever have in the last 5 years of owning a business. This is something extremely powerful you need if you own a business. If you don't own a business, you can just run your life the way you want to. Again, like I said, I'm giving you a business tool. But this mental bank ledger does go based on what your goals are. Mine is to grow my business. Okay. Now, mental bank ledger can be used for attracting your dream relationship. Say you want to be able to have a dream relationship. You want to be able to have that dream baby, like what I've talked about. The dream baby of a little bit of me, a little bit of this, a little bit of personality that I want. Use the mental bank to attract that child to you. Use the mental bank to attract that ideal relationship to you. Vision boards, they work somewhat, but nothing compared to the mental bank. I'm just saying from personal experience, I have both. I have not gotten as far with using a vision board, just sitting there and looking pretty all day at my vision board. Does not work as well as writing it down, taking action towards my goal. Remember, there's a phrase called faith without work is dead. Yeah, this is that faith part, and this is that work part where you're listing all your actions you took to get closer to your goal. And in this model work week that I was talking about for the 12-week year, there's a model work week. This is literally mine that I'm showing. I have to write another one because pregnancy, I can't do it the same way. So I have to change a few things, and that's okay. And the model work week has helped me when I stick to it and whenever, if and when I get my husband on board with me to help me with this. Because he's like I used to be. Oh, you don't need a schedule. You can't plan this. You can't plan that. Well, it's like I told him, I can plan my C-sections. What would happen if I don't show up? Well, the baby would stay stuck inside because my children don't ever come out. So the whole thing is this model work week does help. And if anyone does know how to do mind control, I've got a husband. I could use your help if you know how to do mind control, because I tell you right now, there is no way to control anyone's behaviors, because unless the person themselves are willing to work on themselves, which only the rich, the abundant mindset people do invest in themselves. They do operate 5% of having all the money in the world for a reason. They took a chance on themselves. They took a risk that 95% of the world says, I'm not going to do this. I've done this. I've tried that. Kind of like your diet every first of the year. I'm going to lose 10 pounds this year. First of the year comes. Day 2, you're already done with that diet. New Year's resolutions don't work, people. You know that as well as I know that. The only way to have change actually happen that stays consistent is taking small actions over time. Again, I'm using my 12-week year to help me because I do know that I work best when I am doing something in an accountability group setting to help me stick to my goals. I also know that I am one of those people that are, because I already changed my mindset, I'm already one of those people that's in that 5% of the world that will have all of the world's money. How do I know this? Because I already can see myself there. That's the biggest key, is that you have to be able to believe in yourself. You have to see the end results. Can you hear your end results of when you hit your goals? Can you taste it? Can you touch it? Can you smell what it will feel like? You need to bring all those senses in order to break free from that scarcity, poor me mindset. And it doesn't happen easily. Just kind of like people ask me what mirror work is. It takes time. Again, anything in nature takes time. It takes time to move from summer to fall to winter to spring, to change those seasons, it takes time. If you're looking for a quick fix, go pop the pills at the doctor's. Go get that bottle that you need, the prescription or the alcohol one. Go get those. Don't change. Don't do those things in your life. Just stay the same. But if you really are serious about wanting results in your life, you want things to actually start changing for you. You want to be able to feel happy, enjoyed, full of just waking up feeling happiness. And if you just want to be able to have that kind of life, you can have it. It's just whether or not you're willing to invest in that is ultimately your choice. So one of the things, I just offered a bunch of books, and I offered a way of using the last 30 minutes before you go to bed, the ultimate tool to help you reach your goals. I just gave you a bunch of them. And of course, I've got many more tools that I use, because the hypnosis, aka mindset, peak performance, guided imagery, guided meditation, the list goes on, that works. Because when you can see yourself in the end result of what you do want, because worry is still a prayer for what you don't want, when you see yourself in an end result, you bring all that feeling to it. And you see it so clear in your mind where you can hear it, you can taste it, you can touch it, you can smell it. It allows you to anchor that feeling in, and you spend enough time there every day. And by enough time, it doesn't have to be 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. All you need, seriously, is 2 to 3 minutes where you start feeling all of that feeling of your end result. That's why my fertility program, people literally talk to me and they get pregnant like that. So I'll just do that as a course. What I'm getting at right now is I want you to take away different thoughts that you may not have thought of before, different insights that you're like, you know what, maybe I could start doing this or that for change, because change is not easy. No one likes to do it. I certainly don't like to do it. I'm getting burnt out on all the stuff that I'm doing. At the same time, I'm also keeping the end result in mind. My children will never have to go through what I've gone through, because I'm a damn good parent, and I'm making the choice to say, you know what? I'm breaking this for my kids. I am going to be the top 5% of the world who actually made it. And I have my kids as a motivator instead of, like most pathetic parents, an excuse. That's why I didn't get this or that done. Yeah, I don't play well with excuses, and neither should you, especially if you want to be in that top 5%, especially if you want to better yourself, especially if you want to have more out of life. There is so much joy, happiness, peace on the other side of everything you're currently getting. And when you get that, your life just feels happy, you're abundant, you're full of joy, and you can breathe easy at night. And it just feels absolutely wonderful. Or you can just stay stuck. Go out there and make it a great day, or just stay stuck.